My shit was a Latin King indictment, and I had a shooting charge. They already was hip to my music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they used all my music against me in the court, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they said my music was the face of the Latin Kings, that I was the reason why kids wanted to become Latin Kings, like, on dogs.
They tell you how they love you and miss you in front of kids. How you shouldn't call their phone when you need it, they just pretend. Those the same ones that'll watch when you bleed and then turn their heads. With some people, they be acting deceiving, but call you friends. That's why I'm sticking to my brothers, them demons that get you fed. Get a word and they be clapping and squeezing, so watch your head.
Bounce back, ain't got a moment. When they see you down, just know they love it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Bounce Back Podcast. I'm your host, B. Luke. Got a special guest with me today, so why don't you tell the people your name, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself.
Man, it's Almighty King Pun, man, coming straight out of Boston, Dorchester, Mass, to be exact. If doing this music shit for a little while, bro, you know, I'm an artist, you know, drill artist, however you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? I'm versatile.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm just been grinding, bro, trying to get this going.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for coming through. So talk a little bit about the new video you put out.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Let Me In.
Yeah.
That's just tough. Talk a little bit about that and where people can find that.
Let Me In's on YouTube right now, but it's part of my new album that I just dropped. What was it, like 2 weeks ago? It's called Lord Be With Me. You know what I'm saying? It's my first album. Straight pain. You know what I'm saying? Straight pain coming from the show. You know, in the heart. That's really, you know what I mean? Y'all can find Lord Be With Me on all platforms. You know.
Absolutely. Why did you decide to go with the pain route, like that part of it? That is for the album. Why the pain? Everybody can relate to it.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I do, like I said, I'm versatile. I could do the drill music. I could do for the females. I could do for the pain. I do whatever. You feel me? But you gotta understand, not everybody shoot guns. Not everybody get heartbroken, but everybody go through pain. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And that's, like I said, that album, I've been working on it for a little while, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say I did it from one day to another. I wanted that to be, you know what I mean, pressure. Every song on there means something to me. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning to the end, you know?
Absolutely.
So, to be honest with you, I went to pain because that's, like I said, there's a lot that everybody could relate to that. You know what I mean?
For sure. I think the first time that I had got hip to you was that feature with 7981 Cal and HSM. So talk a little bit about, like, you know, Free Them, absolutely, for sure, and talk about how that feature worked out. Is that something that you, like, you know those guys, or was it like a music thing?
They definitely niggas, yeah, they definitely niggas, you know what I'm saying? My cousin really put me on with them, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were locked up with each other, and, you know, you know what I mean? They bonded and all that, so I really got put on with my cousin, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nasty, but on Dogs, he put me on with him, and from there, you know, me and bro just been us since, you know what I mean? Like, when the guys, I fuck with HSM niggas hard, though, you know what I mean? Free Hammer, Free Deli, free all the niggas, you know what I mean? Fredo, all of them.
Absolutely.
On the guys.
Absolutely. R.I.P. Deuce Banger. I remember Deuce Banger from back in the day. A lot of people don't even know that. He was doing that HSM stuff for a long time. But after that, you got caught up in some stuff that kind of was a little bit of a setback to the career. Like, talk a little bit about that before we rewind it all the way back. What happened?
I ended up getting caught in this fucking RICO, man. You know what I'm saying? 63 indictment. You know what I'm saying? Man, indictment. You know, Latin King RICO and shit like that. I sat for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, on Dogs over some fuck shit, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? The shit come with the game, come with the streets, you know, you just gotta stand 10 toes to it, that's it.
All right, so talk a little bit about how that could kind of mess up, like, any motion you may have, like going to jail or going to prison and having to do time, especially for a little bit of time, you know what I mean?
Fact. Yeah, that shit, to be honest with you, it slows shit down heavy, you know what I'm saying? There's only so much that you can do through a phone, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you ain't got somebody that's gonna sit there and keep pushing your shit the way you know what I'm saying, the way you would, you know what I'm saying, like, so it's like it definitely slows shit down, you know what I'm saying. When you come home, you got a lot to, you know what I mean, get back to. So that's where it left me, and that's why I've been like pedal to the metal, you know what I mean? No stopping, you feel me?
That's what it is. Just gotta rebuild it. But especially like with the I feel like with these algorithms too, the big thing is consistency. So if you're gone for some years, I mean, you saw what happened to Bobby Shmurda, you know what I mean? He came out and they were saying he couldn't even sell 10 tickets because he didn't take advantage of like his motion. You know what I mean?
So, bro, nah, it know what I mean? That shit definitely got truth behind it. Like, especially for niggas that's sitting for a grip, you know what I'm saying? Like, coming home, it just be like, damn, bro, I got mad. You know what I mean? Your fans are probably listening to somebody else now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
You're always gonna have fans that's gonna stay with you through the whole. You know what I mean? But most of them niggas gonna look for something else, and it's like a
Absolutely.
bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? Like, would you expect a bitch to hold the whole bid down, gang? Like, you know what I mean?
It's been proof. It's been tough for like a lot of artists coming home to revive their career, especially after a significant amount of time. I think of like Shine Poe back in the day with all that stuff.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So now we're gonna rewind it a little bit now, right? We're gonna go back to, you said you grew up in Dorchester, right?
Yeah.
So I guess we got viewers all over the country. Break down what that means, like Dorchester is part of Boston, right? It's a neighborhood.
It's like,
Talk about how it's broken down.
Dorchester's like, how do I put this? Dorchester to clarify it is like parts of Boston. So you got Dorchester, you got Roxbury, you got Battered Pin, you know what I'm saying? You got different areas basically, you know what I'm saying, in Boston. And I grew up from Dorchester, specifically from Devon Street, you know what I'm saying? Columbia Road area type shit,
Okay, so I had some guys in here from Devon before. Heavy Hispanic community, a lot of gang stuff going on there, or
it's not really like Hispanic. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's more black than
is
anything.
it? Okay.
Yeah, like when dogs, like I grew up all my life with black niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like the only Spanish that I wasn't around was niggas from my block.
Got you.
So we like the only block that is Spanish niggas over there. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, every other block is black.
Okay.
I mean, mostly they all black.
Absolutely. So going to the feds, right? You're in there with people from everywhere, right? So I guess when they ask you like, yo, what's Boston like, right? Like, I guess talk about what that conversation is like. What do you tell them about Boston?
Man, to be honest with you, when I went in there, you know what I'm saying, you got a lot of niggas saying that they from Boston and they from 40 minutes away from Boston.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So in there, they like, you got to understand, a lot of niggas look at Massachusetts as Boston, you know what I'm saying? Like, or Springfield or something like that, like the main faces of Massachusetts, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, so they really be confused because, like I said, you got niggas in there that saying they from Boston but be from fucking Malden or something, you know what I'm saying? So me breaking it down to niggas what Boston really is the trenches, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not somewhere to come and play, or you know what I'm saying, think that you're gonna get over on niggas and niggas ain't gonna do something to you, like, you know what I mean? Like, it get treacherous. The whole Boston, I'm not gonna just say one part, like the whole Boston, every hood, you know what I mean? They got niggas that's on bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
I think too, the thing is, like you said, they know, a lot of people might know Boston more so than even Massachusetts, because the name, like the sports team is all Boston, right? You know what I mean? I heard somebody, and probably speaks more to his like level of intelligence, but he thought Massachusetts was a city in Boston instead of instead of the other way around. But it's it's great out here, man. Go shout out to all the sports team. But I think Hollywood too has a certain portrayal. So there's only been 1 or 2 movies where they show like the trenches side of Boston. I mean, why do you think that is? Is it because it's a big college city too, and they're not really trying to push that part of it?
To be honest with you, that definitely play a big part in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either that or they just nervous on going to certain areas, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I can't even give you a specific answer because I don't know, you know what I mean? But I really feel like they glorified obviously the good stuff that happened in Boston, like the colleges and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. As long as we get seen, fuck it, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Let's put on, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So talk a little bit about like your home life particularly, right? Like, what was that like? Any siblings around? Like 2 parents in the house, 1 parent household? Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I had both of my parents growing up, you know what I'm saying? I definitely had both of my parents, you know what I'm saying? I got 2 other siblings. I got a little sister and a little brother. My pops lived in the crib probably till like 15, you know what I'm saying? And then they separated, but my pops always been in my life. I just lost my pops, about to be 2 years now in July, you know what I'm saying? 2 days before my birthday and shit, you know what I mean?
Condolences, bro.
I appreciate it, but yeah, they you know what I mean? They did everything they can for us to maintain on dogs, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say niggas had a perfect life, you know what I'm saying? Especially being in the trenches, but
all you can ask for is an honest effort, that's it,
bro, you know what I'm saying?
That's how I look at it.
I definitely had shit that a lot of niggas didn't have, you know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that, I don't mean materialistic shit, but the love, you know what I'm saying? Like having a father around, you know what I'm saying? Like having a good mother to, you know what I mean, maintain shit. Like a lot of people don't got that shit. So I'd be grateful for all the little shit, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So what about growing up? Are you speaking Spanish at home? Are you bilingual? Is that just what was going on with that? Is advantage if you do speak it or no?
I'm saying, me growing up, the only time I really was speaking Spanish was like at my grandmother's crib.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she understood English, but we had to speak Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom's just, to be honest with you, the only time she was speaking Spanish is when we getting yelled at. You know what I'm saying? Like, when dogs, all the swears and shit like that. But other than that, nah. I mean, I grew up speaking English all my life.
Gotcha. I mean, how do you feel like that's helped? I mean, especially like rapping, you rap in English.
Nah,
I mean, that's gotta be.
It definitely, you know what I mean? It definitely play a big part because it's like, you know, my niggas be like, yo, bro, you gotta do Spanglish. And I be like, yo, bro, dog, I'm getting on it. But, bro, my shit ain't gonna come out the way, you know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, I gotta work on my Spanish more as well, you know what I'm saying? And
that's real.
Because speaking multiple languages, you do a lot, bro. You know
I can only imagine.
So, yeah, that's a fact. You do a lot.
I can imagine. So talk a little bit about what like the early school life was like for you. How did you do as a student? Were you getting in trouble? Where did you go to school?
Man, well, I definitely was getting in trouble since a kid, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and bluff, you know what I'm saying? I tried my best, bro, you know what I'm saying? I definitely gave my parents a hard time with that shit, though, on dogs. Schools, elementary, I went to Agassiz, you know what I'm saying? Middle school, I went to Orchard Gardens over there by Orchard Park. And, you know, getting moved around, get kicked out of school and shit, going to alternative schools and shit like that. Fucking high school, I ended up going to English. I got kicked out of English, went to an alternative school, then I went to the Burke. Sat in the Burke for like a week and a half, then I caught cancer, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up falling in the hospital.
Wow.
Man. So yeah.
So shit, talk a little bit about that. I mean, how old were you when you caught cancer, and then talk about like, I guess that discussion with what, the doctor or with your parents around. I guess talk about like how real that must have felt, man, and life changing that I'm sure it was.
Nah, that shit crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I was only 17, you know what I mean? I was 17, about to be 18. Like I said, bro, that shit was definitely like on some mysterious shit because, you know what I mean? Like, at first my symptoms was like a strep throat, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking I got a strep throat type shit. I'm like, man, you know, it's just like any other fucking strep throat, you know what I mean? Man, that shit started getting worse and worse, bro, to the point where I felt like my throat was closing on me, no homo. And it's like, yo, bro, and dogs, I'm like, yo, fuck that, I gotta go to the clinic. I end up going to the clinic. They say some wild shit. They like, oh, we're gonna send you to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Get blood test work and shit like that. So I went over there. They didn't know what I mean. I was watching. I would never forget this shit, bro. On dogs, my nigga. I'm in the room. Obviously, you know they got the TV and shit like that. So I'm watching TV, you know, and the doctor walk in the room, bro, and she's like, oh, turn the TV off. Once she told me that, I already knew something was fucked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because usually they just leave the shit on and they just speak to you, whatever. No, mean it is what it is. So once she told me that, I already knew it was some serious shit. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, she tell me like, yeah, you know, basically like if your bro on dog, she's like, yo, if you ain't come this week, like you probably would have died next week. On dog, she's like, you probably would have died. You feel me? And you know, it was hard for me to take all this shit in because I'm 17. Then she telling me I gotta sit in the hospital 8 months mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't leave now. Like I'm stuck here. I'm here now. They're not gonna let me leave. You know what I'm saying? Like on dog. So it was like, it was a lot to take in at one moment, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. So no funny shit.
Talk about what the rehabilitation process was like. Was it a throat cancer? I take it, and like, or what was it?
That's what I thought too, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I had AML, which is leukemia. I had blood cancer. Damn. You know what I'm saying? So it really was like with the cells and shit, like with your white counts, your red counts and shit like that. Like my shit was going low and shit like that. But it was blood cancer. And bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I had to sit them 8 months, bro, on dogs. You know, I did the chemo. The chemo wasn't working. Then I did the radiation. The radiation wasn't working. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I mean? Like, it got to the point where my little brother had to give me a bone marrow transplant, bro. Like, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for my little brother. Like, shout out my little brother. You know what I mean? A big shout out on dogs. Like, you know what I mean? And he was only 6 years old, bro, at this time, bro. On the guys, he was only 6 years old, bro, going through this shit. So it's like, and me in my head, you know what I'm saying? Me knowing the history of the cancer shit, I'm like, fuck that, bro. Like, I'm I'm not about to have my little brother, you know what I mean, do this shit, bro. Something happened to him, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, I'd rather die before I let my little brother go through something. This my, you know what I mean? It's like my son, you feel me? My nigga, it took for him to come to me like, yo, I want to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me do it for you on dogs. And I'm like, oh, that shit, you know what I mean? It meant a lot to me. I was like, yo, fuck it. And thank God, you know what I mean? To this day, my little brother good, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's strong, he's healthy every year, bro.
That's what's
bullshit.
up,
I just dropped a video with my little brother before they let me in. You know what I'm saying? That's me and my little bro Sav, you know what I'm saying? That's my blood little brother. You know
and he raps too?
Yeah, he
oh,
on this shit.
Hell yeah.
I mean, he trying.
Absolutely. So, you say the chemo and the radiation, like, what's the worst part about all that? Is it really, because they say a lot of people, they're like, man, it's pretty rough on the body. Is that, you always tired? What's that like, man?
Bro, I'm saying, like, the beginning with the chemo shit, bro, the trash is your best friend. In the beginning, bro, that trash is your best friend. You're over that trash 24/7. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Yeah. You're throwing up shit that you never even thought was in your fucking body. You know what I mean? Like, real shit. And the radiation get even worse. You know what I'm saying? The radiation, what they do is they well, for me, you know what I mean, they put plates on my chest, like metal plates, and they lay you on a bed. It's not it's like a table type shit, not even a bed, a table. Right. And there's like lasers that supposedly kill the cells. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that radiation fucked me up even more. I was in a bed, legit on a bed for like 2-3 weeks without being able to move nothing, bro. I couldn't nothing, bro. I was just like a vegetable, bro. Dog. I lost all my taste buds, everything, bro. Wow.
So, I mean, that's gotta be rough for you, but like, talk about like what you saw from your parents, like how rough that must be for them to have their child, watch their child go through stuff like that. Like, I mean, what did you see from them? Did you see them like breaking down? Did you see their strength in it all? I'm sure ups and downs, right?
That's a big fact. You know what I'm saying? That shit really hurt my mother more than anything. Like, it hurt my pops, don't get me wrong, but you know, the relationship with your mom and your pops is always going to be different. You know, the love that you get from a mother, it can never be what a dad to give you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that shit definitely traumatized my mother to this day. Wow. I ain't going to lie, to this day, like, I'll get like a cold or something and it still triggers her like, yo, you good? Like, on dog, like, you know what I mean? Like, she's so traumatized of me falling in the hospital that's all, especially when I was in the joint. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was like, I had to call my mother every day. That was the only person I called. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of them niggas that go to jail when I'm playing on the phone all fucking day. No. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The least that you know about the world, nigga, you played a big good. You know what I'm saying? But I had to call her on dogs just so she could have that clarity in her mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, it definitely fucked my mother up a lot, bro.
Crazy. So, of all that, what do you think would be like the worst part about having to go through everything with the cancer? Was it seeing your parents? Was it the throwing up? Was it not knowing if you would ever get better?
Yeah, bro, to be honest with you, I feel like there was like two major things for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for everybody. Everybody, you know what I mean, has their own, you know what I mean, how they feel about that. But me, I had long hair before, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, my hair was down my back. You know what I'm saying? And that shit falling and shit, that shit really fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? Or dog, like that played a big part in my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, my hair falling and being young, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're 17 in a hospital watching people come in and out, bro, and you gotta stay. It's like being in the joint, you know what I'm saying? Going to the visiting room and then going back to the unit. So it's like, you know, you can't go nowhere, bro, but they about to go back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that played a big, those two was like the main shit for me, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a dog, bro, and I'm a dog any situation I'm in, you know what I mean? So it's like, I had no choice but to dog it out, bro, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, in your head, you're gonna be like, yo, bro, am I gonna die? Yeah. But it's like, you gotta fight that shit, bro.
At what point did you realize that things were gonna be okay? Like, how does that work? I mean, was it till it was completely gone, or you start getting optimistic like beforehand? Are they telling you everything's going good? Was there any setbacks?
For me, it was definitely like towards the end. It was towards the after the bone marrow. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, like I told you, I did the chemo and I did the radiation. That shit wasn't doing nothing for me. So I had to trust the process, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically what it was. I leave everything in God's hands, bro, at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, excuse me. I feel like anybody could say anything anybody can have their ideas on anything, but only the Lord makes that choice on if you're gonna stay here or you gonna, you know what I mean, get up out of here. With
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's like I left it in his hands. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like I said, I was young, so I'm like, I don't want to die, bro.
Yeah.
But it's like, what can I do? Only thing I can do is what these people are telling me to do to get through this process. You know what I'm saying? So,
what was that your mind state after like the chemo and the radiation didn't work and discouraging is like, you know, God got me, like it's gonna work out?
Yeah, that, to be honest with you, man, when the chemo didn't work, that's when your mind start racing because, like I said, it's obviously with God's willing, my first and last time. But you know, so you thinking like, okay, they saying this shit so strong that it's gonna be able to take away the shit, you know what I'm saying? Once you see that shit ain't working, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
Now what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Because that's really where it leaves you. Like, now what we gonna do? You told me that this was supposed to be the way out. It ain't the way out now, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm stuck here with y'all, you know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you said, you know, God got you through it. Was that something that you were always like doing growing up? Did you go to church and stuff like that? Or do you think if it wasn't for you getting sick at that moment that, I mean, that's really what kind of got you close to God, is being in like a situation, like life or death situation?
Nah, bro, I be 1,000 with you. Since a kid, I always believed in God. I come from a household of God. You know what I'm saying? Like, both of my parents, you know what I mean? They highly on God, bro. And whatchamacallit, I feel like that situation is not the only time that I can say God been with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like every situation that I go through that's negative, he be there with me. Even with the positivity, you know what I'm saying? But nah, you know what I mean? It don't take shit to feel like God's with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to go through something to realize that the Lord's with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my faith for the Lord is something crazy, bro.
Absolutely. So talk about that feeling when, you know, the bone marrow transplant, everything works, you got a new shot at life, you get out. I mean, then what do you start thinking about, like, what's next for you at this point? Like is high school done? Did you get your GED though? Or is this when you start thinking, like, this is when I'm going to go hard with the rapping? Like, what was the plan after that new shot at life? You know what I mean? Second chance.
Right. Man, I'll be 1,000 with you, bro. Me coming home was even worse, bro. I came home, I was on a fucking walker. I couldn't walk, I couldn't feel my legs, bro. Like, I was fucked up, bro.
Still a lot of rehab left.
I was fucked up, bro. Like, on dogs. Like, I feel like coming home was more of a process than what I was going through in the hospital, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Getting back to being able to walk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being able to be you know what I'm saying? Like, I came home swole. Like, at that time, I was probably like a 7 in sneakers, bro. I'm coming home to a size 11, bro. You know what I mean? That's how swole I was. You know what I'm saying? So the process coming home was like, kind of, I can say, fuck, it was not what I expected. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely happy, bro. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not going to say, yeah, bro, like, I mean, I'm not happy to live, bro.
Right.
But it's like going through that process. I'm coming home with ports, you know what I'm saying, in my heart, bro, coming out my heart, you know what I'm saying, ports coming out my, you know what I mean, like, with dogs, I done had tubes in my lungs before, like, all type of nutty, bro.
So how long was that process after you got home till you were able to kind of get back, you know, to normal, quote unquote, right?
I'm saying before leaving, like, after leaving the hospital?
Yeah,
before?
after.
What, to, like, get back how I am now?
Yeah, the rehab and all that, right? You got the walker and stuff. I'm sure you did physical therapy, right?
I didn't do that. I did that on my own.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a dog. I got to do it on my own. But it took a little while, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Probably like a year and a half, you know what I'm saying, to actually... Yo, bro, my man's, like, I'm telling you with the walker shit, I'm gonna give you a story, right? My man's, my cousin, to be exact, he's a fucking dickhead. So he used to take the walk away from me, bro, and be like, nah, bro, you're gonna walk, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some real shit, you're gonna walk, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that put me in my mentality, be like, you know what, fuck this walker, bro. That's all in the head, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you put in your head is what's gonna control your body, gang. Yeah. And that, you know what I mean? I started putting that shit to the side, bro. When dogs started putting the walker to the side and trying. It's like a fucking baby, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Watching your baby take his first steps again, bro. Crazy. Like, that's really how it felt, bro. You know what I mean? Like, my first day home, legit, bro. I went to get on the first step in front of my building and I fell, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
like, I couldn't do shit, bro. I was fucking a bubble boy, bro.
Damn. And, like, growing up, Were you an athlete? Did you play any sports, anything like that? Any little league, any high school sports, or like any basketball on the block or whatever?
Yeah, that's what I would say. It's more on the block shit. You know what I mean? Like playing the flag football. You know what I'm saying? All that football, regular shit. You know what I mean? Balling up. You know what I'm saying? The Burke's right there, so it's like we used to go to the Burke a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing in the school though. Okay,
so how did all this affect your school? Was this? I mean, this is like right around the time of high school, right? Were you not able? Did you have to stop school, or what was that like process like?
I had to graduate from the crib.
But you did manage to graduate at least?
Yeah, bro. I had to do schoolwork. You know what I mean? In the hospital when I was in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? And then when I came home, I wrapped it up. You know what I mean? From the crib. But I wasn't able to go to no prom or nothing like that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I was fucked up, bro. Yeah, I couldn't, you know what I mean? I was even grateful to be able to go in the front porch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was fucked up, bro. Absolutely. You know what I mean? With dogs.
So at what point do you pick up rapping? What point do you stop rapping? Is this during all this where you have all this free time? I mean,
man, I've been rapping since a jit, bro. With dogs, I've been rapping since like 12, you know what I mean, 12, 13, probably even before then. So the music always been there. I just started taking it more serious later down the line, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause, you know what I mean? Like I said, I got better from the cancer shit. I ended up catching a strap charge, bro, like a dickhead. I caught a strap charge, you know what I mean? Took that shit to trial, and I beat it, you know what I'm saying? Thank God. You know what I mean?
So I'm not gonna talk about like the details or anything like that, but like I guess, did you bail out because you didn't have any record or anything like that? You fought it from the street? Because usually a lot of people say you got a better chance fighting it from the street.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So it was my, you know what I mean? That was the first time I got bagged for shit, you know what I mean? So I built out 2,500, came out the next day, and then just fought it from the streets, you know what I'm saying? Kept fighting it. You know, they pushed that shit the most. You know? So I probably was fighting that shit for like a year and a half. Then I took it to trial, and I mean?
So at what point did you decide, or did you realize that this is going to be the best avenue? Let me take this to trial. And like, how confident were you in that? Because I've seen people get convicted of stuff they didn't do. So you know what I mean? It happens.
I'll be 1,000 with you, bro. Like, I feel like I was going with my own instinct, bro, because I had niggas legit, like my niggas, I'll go to court and see my niggas on the other side, you know what I mean? And they like, yo, bro, just come, you know what I mean? Like on some weird shit.
Yeah. Misery loves company.
Yeah, like nigga like, come. I'm like, nigga, you crazy. I'm fighting this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because they just catching pole charges and being like, yo, fuck it. You know what I mean? Go do it. Fucks no, bro. I'm like, yo, these people gonna have to earn this shit. Dog, that's how I feel in general. You know what I mean? When it come to me, it don't matter if it's a fight, if it's an argument. You gonna have to earn this, bro. Like, I'm not just gonna give it to you, bro. You better do your job. You get paid to do that. Do it, nigga.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
Was this with a paid lawyer too?
Nah, bro. Court-appointed lawyer. Even with the Fed shit, bro. When I went to the Feds, bro, I was paying a fucking lawyer in the beginning, bro. My nigga, that nigga did me filthy, gang. Our first court date, bro, the nigga, he wasn't even coming to the joint. He didn't come see me in the joint not one time.
Okay, so before we get to that, how long in between you beat this and then the Fed case? How long in between?
It was definitely a couple years.
Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely a couple years because, like I said, it wasn't too far from when I got out the hospital. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I should have been like, you know what, bro, I just beat this shit. Let me fall back for a little bit. But I'm not going to lie, bro. I always love the streets, man, on dogs.
So you were just talking about the lawyer with the Feds. So you weren't happy too much with your federal lawyer? Or what was that story you were about to get into?
What it was is we got arraigned, obviously. You know what I mean? I'm going to take you through the day. So they put out the shit. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Obviously, you don't know that they looking for niggas, bro. Boom. My man's sister, usually my man's, he don't wake up till like 3 in the afternoon, gang. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how people do that.
Niggas, but you know what I mean? So I know him, you know what I'm saying? So I get a call from him. It's like 3:30 in the morning, gang, on the guys. I'm still sleeping. I'm gonna let that go. Nigga call again. I'm like, yeah, nigga, there's something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I answer. It's his sister. Like, yo, they just picked up da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, fuck. I off the rip, I'm like, they picked him up. They coming to get my ass. You know what I'm saying? On the guys. So, long story short, like, I end up bringing myself with two of my other brothers. You know what I'm saying? We end up going to at first to his lawyer, you know what I'm saying? Because he ended up having a lawyer. This shit go back to your last interview with the bro. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, you know what I mean, off of his story and shit like that. But this is where, you know what I mean, I was one of the niggas that was with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah. So we ended up going to his lawyer. At first, me and bro like, yo, bro, I mean, we gonna get up out of here, but I'm like, bro, nigga, we ain't got enough bread to run from these niggas, bro. Like, you gotta have chicken, and either way, they gonna get your ass. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, fuck that.
And the feds don't give like bail, so you turning yourself in, knowing you probably gonna sit for a little bit, right?
That's a fact. So bro was the first one of the twins. He was the first one to be like, yo, bro, I'm gonna just turn myself in. So I look at little bro, I'm like, yo, bro, so what niggas doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with it, you know, man, if you want, but what's gonna be the right choice to do? Right. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. Bro gonna turn himself in. I'm going with him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let him turn himself in by himself. I'm out with you. Then the other bro was just like, yo, fuck it. We all, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, so we end up
and you go to
the Chelsea building at first.
Okay, Chelsea.
Yeah, we go to the Chelsea building
FBI
at first.
Building. Yeah. And then what? They bring you from Chelsea to Boston Federal or
they brought
right
us
to the
from
jail?
Chelsea straight to Wyatt.
Wyatt, okay.
Yeah, straight to Wyatt. But even the marshals, this is what I'm telling you, like, at this time, my music's booming. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's booming. Everybody rocking. Like, it's to the point where these niggas, the marshals, bro, on everything I love, crazy. Like, telling me, like, yo, aside of this shit, like, we really fuck with this shit. Like, nigga, you know, I'm not paying these goofy niggas no mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't even talk to me type shit. I don't give a fuck y'all fuck with it or not. Right. You feel me? But niggas was fanned out, bro, and dog. Then we get to Wyatt. They put us, there's like 15 of us. They put like 15 of us and they made like a unit for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole. Yeah. I mean, so we end up going to this unit and the bros are fucking with the CO at the time. Like, yo, bro, go back and bump bro shit. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know why y'all niggas wasting y'all time with this nigga. You feel me? That's funny. Yo, bro, on Dad Dogs, that nigga came back the next day a whole fan, bro. Yeah, that's on Dogs, like, yo, your shit's hard. You feel what I'm saying?
So talk about that. I mean, on one hand, you must be like, oh, that's a good feeling, right? Like, you know what I mean? My music's getting heard. People like it. People that you wouldn't really necessarily think would be fans of that type of music, even though it's more surprising than you think. But then again, you're like, damn, now I'm sitting here on this RICO shit and I got, you know what I mean? It's putting a stop to all that. So it's like a double-edged sword, it seemed like, right?
That's a fact, because like I said, like before we got bagged, my shit was booming, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It was doing what it had to do, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't even expect that shit to happen, bro. Like, my shit just started going up and up, you know what I mean? Like I said, I leave it to the Lord, bro. You know, that's my path, man. I feel like I'm gifted for that, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But yeah, so once we got bagged, I was like, fuck. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not only thinking about the joint, but I'm thinking like, damn, my nigga, like, I just had my foot in the door with this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I gotta fucking wait to come back home, and man, it was a process, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It was a fucking process, bro. Like, if you ain't consistent, bro, consistency is a fucking key, bro, to everything. It don't matter if you're doing music, it don't matter what you're doing. If you ain't consistent, bro, they will forget about you, bro. I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. They gonna forget about you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I came home and like, my shit was still there, but it wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I mean by that is like, the fan base was still there, but it wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I had to work again for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like on Dogs, and
it's like, I look at it like this: the fish is still in the sea, but you gotta go get it, go get them again. You gotta throw the reel back.
Like, damn, I just went through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like on Dogs, but yeah, bro, no bullshit.
All right, so talk a little bit about Wyatt, right? They put you guys all on the same block. Is this the block? Do you stay the whole time, or how does that work?
Nah. So what it was, like I told you, they put they started us in like what they considered a hole. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a unit for niggas, you know what I mean? Like the ones that are us, you know what I mean? There was 15 of us. And we sat there probably for like 2 weeks. Two weeks before they started separating niggas to different blocks.
I mean, those 2 weeks must have been pretty chill, though, at least.
Yeah, I mean, you with the guys, you know what I'm saying? You chilling, cool, you know what I mean? You with the guys, you know what I'm saying? And then, but it's like, it's chilling, but then looking at what you're looking at, you're like, damn, like, it's good that I'm with niggas, but it's like, yo, bro, like, And it's my first time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my first time actually sitting, bro. And I'm in a fucking federal prison. You know what I mean? I'm in a federal holding at this time. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, bro, like, what the fuck, nigga? So, nigga, only thing running through your head is like, when I do get sentenced, what am I gonna get sentenced to? You know what I'm saying? So
when you do move blocks, right? I mean, I'm sure you still, they can't separate every single one of you. I mean, or can they? Do they put like one dude on 15 different units? Or I take it you were still
they were
on the block
like,
with one or two people, right?
Yeah, I went with one.
Okay.
With one of the bros, I ended up with in the unit I was in, but other units had like probably like 3.
Okay.
And the other ones had like, you know what I mean, same shit too.
Got you. So Wyatt being like a holding, I guess break down like, do you get like a yard? Is it a big yard? Is it more like a rec deck? You got a gym? Like what do you got there? Is it just like one of these newer, like kind of you stay on the block, you on the block, you eat on the block, no child hall? Like what?
Nah, there's definitely no child hall.
Wow.
Like I said, it's just a holding facility. So it's like regular shit, and then the rec yard. I can't even say a rec yard.
The rec deck.
The rec place. You know what I mean? Like it's like a little
cage.
Yeah, it's definitely in a little shit. You know what I mean? A little area, and they got like, you know what I mean, the basketball hoops and shit like that. But it's nothing major.
So is it a full court basketball or half court? Do they have a handball wall too? Can you do both at the same time, or is it one or the other?
You can if you finagle it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a half court though. You know what I'm saying?
Got
so
you.
You definitely like most of the time niggas would be like, yo, we're gonna play ball, we're gonna play handball, because there's only so much space in this motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Got
So
you.
yeah.
So eventually, you're sitting there Wyatt the whole time, right? Until pretty much you take a plea. Is that what happens, and then or do you go somewhere else?
So with me, I sat for 4.5 months, and then COVID hit. And you know how when at that time when COVID first hit, they were letting niggas out for respiratory problems and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Respiratory problem, my bad.
Yeah.
And shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And the judge let me out because I had the cancer. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, the only reason why I'm letting you out is because of your history. You know what I'm saying? So no, me at this time, I'm like, fuck it, I'm trying to get to the crib, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyways, but, you know what I mean?
There goes the credits, though, your jail credit.
You know what I'm saying? Later down the line, you like, damn, I should have just stood in it, because I'm sitting, I sat out for like 1.5 years, you know what I mean? Like, I could have, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Went home from there type shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but yeah, so I came out because the COVID shit, you know what I mean? And I sat out for like 1.5 years, and then I got sentenced.
So this 1.5 years, is this ankle monitor bracelet, or is it just you pretty much just got to go make sure you show up to court every month or so?
Exactly. So whenever they want you to show up type shit, I didn't have a bracelet or none of that, you know, man.
And I take it you was at least able to stay out of trouble, didn't catch nothing new, because you would have screwed yourself over there.
Hell yeah, that's a fact.
And then so eventually you do take a plea, right? So talk about that.
So at first they were trying to give me some crazy shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, they was trying to give me some crazy shit. My lawyer wasn't having it on dogs. I wasn't having it. Fuck just my lawyer, but my lawyer's like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait until it keep going down. You know what I'm saying? So it started at like 121 months. Then that shit went to like 76 months. And I'm like, if they keep going down, they gonna keep going down. You know what I'm saying? So it got to the point where I seen one of my codees take a C plea. You know what I mean? So basically, to me, this is what the C plea is like, you got a floor and you got a ceiling. They can't go over and they can't go under. You know what I'm saying? Since, you know what I mean, I didn't have history in the joint or nothing, like, you know what I mean? Like, this was my first time sitting in the joint. My shit, they gave me 24 months. But like I said, I already had the 4 months that I did, so that deducted off that. Then you got, they take 52 days off each year. You know what I'm saying? So, for good time. You know what I'm saying? So I got that shit taken off. I think I sat for like 18 to 20 months, something like that. One of those, yeah.
So I guess after the plea, where do you go? You go back to what's up, Maddie? You go back to you go back to the transit unit? Do you go right to how does it work? You see classification?
Once I got sentenced, I think classification was closed at that time. Yeah, so fucking after I got sentenced, they basically told me, like, do you want to turn yourself in and then, know what I mean, then we bring you over there, or you take, I'm like, yo, fuck that, I'm bringing myself, know what I mean, like, because my lawyer's like, yo, bro, they gonna bring you through mad shit, you know what I'm saying, like, they probably ship you all the way to fuck over here just to come back all the way. I'm like, nah, fuck that. So I end up turning myself into the joint, to the prison.
Which one?
Oh, I was in Danbury. I was in the low.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the low in CT.
Connecticut. Okay, so
yeah, but it's crazy because before the sentencing, like during the sentencing, I didn't know I was going to a low, bro. Like I said, this is my first time to this shit.
Yep.
So no, I'm thinking I'm going straight to a medium.
Right.
So I'm telling them during the sentence, like, yo, when I get sentenced, I want to go to Berlin. You know what I mean? That's the closest to my peoples is New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, right? Yep.
Yeah. So I'm like, put me in for Berlin. You know what I mean? So they're like, yeah, we're gonna put you in for Berlin. Then when the time come when I got sentenced, they like, go to CT. I'm like, CT? What the fuck? Then I get to the joint and they talking about the whole fucking dropout yard. I'm what the fuck, nigga? Like, where the fuck these people sent me to with dogs, bro? I'm like confused as shit. Cause like I said, I thought it was going to Berlin, bro.
So what's like the layout of the low right now? It's a little bit different than Wyatt. I take it. Does this spot have like a yard?
No, that shit
like,
definitely a prison. It's nothing like Wyatt. Wyatt's like cells and shit. Where I was, it was like a big ass dorm and with bunks, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Just like that. Like, you got the bunk, the 2 lockers, then the bunk, the 2 lockers, you know what I'm saying? Like that. It's like a big-ass dorm.
Okay.
And it had a yard, like, you know what I mean? Regular shit.
Definitely
not like Wyatt, though.
Yeah. Do they got a gym and stuff, too?
Yeah,
like a full-court basketball and all
they
that
got
stuff?
all that. Yeah, they got all of that. You know what I mean? You got a big-ass yard, you know what I mean? All type of shit. Yeah.
So what about as far as, like, programming and stuff like that? Do they have any programs you could take with good time, any education, or what kind of things?
They had the HVAC shit, and they had the culinary art shit. I ended up getting my culinary art certificate in that shit. You know what I mean? What about work? Do they like jobs for good time and all that? Was that something that you were able to do? Well, I don't know about for good time, more like to
out
get
the
paid type shit.
Money?
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. But I wasn't working. I wasn't working. I was more like working out and, I mean, just doing what I do.
Got you. So, at what point do you start to develop a plan for when you get out, or do you not start planning, or like what's going through your mind as far as
at first, you know, I walk in, I mean, it's just like I said, it's my first time, so I'm on time, and I said, I didn't find out it was really a low till later down the line, like, you know what I mean, like with dog, cause I'm not fucking, I don't know none of this shit, know what I mean, so, but so I'm on time, and I mean, like, it's still like every other joint, bro. Like, you got 30 days to present that work. You still know what I mean? Like, nigga, only because it's a low don't mean that there's not niggas that's coming from the high on that type of time. You know what I mean? Like, when dogs, like, niggas is still on that type of time, and you show them works, you know what I mean? And all that extra shit that you got to do.
So is it like, because I'm thinking, like, I think of low, I think of like a minimum security. It's not like a place like a
not like a camp.
Okay, so that's a camp with like you can walk off, right? You can't walk off. You can't just leave. So it's like that.
Especially because at that time it was COVID.
Gotcha.
So everything's still shut down. Like we couldn't go to the yard with other units. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was just one unit. So you still got like the towers and the razor wire and all that stuff. It's not, okay. Most definitely. It's just like like I said, it's just like every other joint. It's just other joints get more crunchier. You know what I mean? Like that's just what it is. That's the only difference between prisons, bro. Is one get more crunchier than others. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, how
but
much
politics is still the politics, bro.
The politics is still
that's a fact. You know what I mean? So once, like I said, once I walk in, you know what I mean? Like, they obviously gonna ask you, like, you on Spanish time, you on Boston time, you on, you know what I mean? Nigga, I'm a king, so I'm on king time, you know what I mean? Like, where my brothers at type shit, you know what I mean? So, there wasn't no brothers on my unit, though, you know what I mean? I was the only bro on the unit. There was a brother on 2 units next door. You know what I'm saying? So when he walk out, you know what I mean? Niggas end up hipping him, like, yo, bro, one of your bros is here type shit, you know what I mean? And we talk through the window, like, yo, bro, I'm gonna show you, you know what I mean? I just got here, you know what I mean? I already told what's up with these works, cause I already know how to do. Like, don't get me wrong, I ain't go to prison before, but I got older niggas that been in, you know what I mean? So it's like, I already know the momentum, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, I had that shit ready, you know what I mean?
Got you.
So the works, everything's the same, bro.
So what's your mindset as far as like moving forward when you get out, as far as the music is going? Are you in there writing a lot, or are you not even thinking about the music?
Nah.
You got other plans in your mind?
Nah,
like
that's
what's
a
that?
fact, bro. I wasn't even like, I was writing here and there, bro. But it was definitely not something in my mind that I'm like, yo, bro, gotta go back home to. And I mean, like, when dog, I just wanted to be free, bro. Fuck everything else.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get home to my son. I'm trying to get home to my family. Like, that's my main shit, bro. Is catching up on shit that I should have been taking for granted a long time ago,
No
bro.
doubt.
Like, no bullshit, bro.
Absolutely. So, you know, a lot of times, you know, there's a misconception, movies, music, you know, it may come off as like glorification, which is really people just telling their story, you know, and stuff is real. And some people really had to do stuff. It's just the way it was. If you want to call it glorifying, whatever. But I always like to ask, like, what's the worst part about prison, about having to do time, in your opinion?
Not being able to leave when you want to leave.
Yeah.
One of God's, bro. But it's like I said, bro, you got niggas that's for certain situations and you got niggas that's not for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I knew that shit was coming one day, bro. It's not like I went to sleep happy every night, like, just slow, I'm gonna keep going and this shit ain't gonna, bro, I'm in the streets, bro. This shit come with the streets, bro. You just gotta prepare when it do crash down, you know what I mean? So it's like, once I got in there, like I told you, bro, I wasn't on the phone like that. I wasn't, like, really communicating with niggas like that. Like, I was more to myself, bro. Like, on dogs, I was more, like, reading, doing shit like that.
Did you get any visits being in Connecticut? It's close enough, but it's still close. You're still not doing...
I chose
it's not like you're doing 20 years, you know what I mean?
I chose not to.
Heard
bro.
you.
Like, no, man, like, the leash.
Why? What was the...
I didn't want nothing to do with the world, bro.
I got you.
I mean, like, that's really what it was, bro. Like, the moment you put your mind to that, bro, that shit'll fuck you up, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, then you start thinking, like, damn, especially on the weekends, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, nigga, I would be busting something down.
Nice
right
weather.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be wrecked on dog, nigga, to be on the phone. You know what I mean? Crying to they bitch. I'm like, damn, bro, let that bitch, nigga, it's the weekend. Let that bitch suck and fuck, my nigga.
No doubt. So eventually, 30 months, it comes and goes, right? You get out, federal release. How does that work? Supervised release. You got to do a halfway house. So talk a little bit about that. What was that process like?
Yeah, so once I come out, I got to go straight to a halfway. I went straight to a halfway house. Bro, I'm telling you, God was with me this whole, my nigga, the whole way, bro, and the guys. So, when I got bagged, like I said, I did the time, and I was supposed to do, they let me out 2 months earlier, bro. They let me out two months earlier because the joint was getting packed, and mad niggas had COVID. You know what I'm saying? So, they was letting all, like, the short timers out. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So, I ended up going to the halfway house 2 months before I was supposed to. You know what I'm saying?
So talk about that. Like, when do they let you know, like, you're getting out early? Is it like that day, a week before? Because it must have caught you off guard, right?
You know, what they call case managers, he let me know I believe the 2 months before I left on dogs, but I didn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of nigga, bro, I need to see shit.
Yeah,
so he's like, he brings me to the office and he's like, yo, no, matter of fact, I'm lying. The nigga does his walkthroughs. You know what I mean? A walk around the unit type shit. He passes he was a dickhead with me on dogs, but like not like a fucked up nigga, but like a smart ass. So he passes my bump and he's like, oh, you'll be going home sooner than what you think. You know what I mean? You're gonna be released earlier than what you think. I said, what? Like, at first, I didn't pay it mind. I'm like, yeah, all right. But I'm like, yo, fuck that. This nigga might be telling the truth. So, nigga, I run straight to the nigga's office. Like, yo, bro, what you say? He's like, yo, bro, you going to be released earlier than what you're supposed to be. I'm like, yeah, right. I need to see this shit.
Yeah.
So, he shows me on the computer.
Wow.
And I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Nuts.
I'm dog. So, yeah. So, I get out of there 2 months earlier. I went to the halfway house. There's some other shit, because I did the programming. That shit came a long way, bro. The first setback hit. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So they released me out the halfway house earlier, too.
So how early? How long were you there for?
Your bro on dogs. I was there for a week and a half, bro.
And how long were you supposed to be there?
I got out January. I think I was supposed to be there till June.
Okay, shit.
On dogs, bro. On dogs, nigga.
So what was next after that? Now you're free out of the halfway house, or like what's the plan? What's the plan moving forward?
So first things first, you gotta have an address before even leaving the joint.
Okay.
That's the first thing. So if they don't approve of your address of where you're gonna live at, it's a long process, bro. You either stay in the halfway house until you get, until you get an address, or they're gonna help you try to look for it.
Yeah.
But either way, you're gonna have to. So my shit been approved. So right when I got out, they sent me to the crib. But I still had 3 years supervised probation. Like I still had 3 years federal probation to deal with. So I had to do them whole 3 years.
So what's their expectations? I don't know if it's, what would you call it, parole, PO or whatever you were gonna. It's a PO. Okay. Yeah. What's their expectations from you? As you got to do urines, check in, pay. Like how's it work?
So they main shit since my shit was a Latin King indictment was obviously don't be around no kings. Yep. Don't. And I had a shooting charge. So they're like, you can't be, obviously don't be around no guns. None of that. Just basic shit, bro. Like obviously the urine and shit that's just mandatory.
Okay.
But yeah, shit like that, and they already was hip to my music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they used all my music against me in a court, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they said my music was the face of the Latin Kings, that I was the reason why kids wanted to become Latin Kings, like, on dog. So it's like, even being on probation, doing the music, it was kind of hard for me, bro, because it's like, they were bitching about everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did a feature with my man. He ain't got nothing to do with my indictment. He's not a gang member, nothing. They still bitching. And I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, this nigga ain't got nothing to do with my stayaways or nothing. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all crazy. So it's like, that shit played a lot, bro. That shit was bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was aggravating.
So what do you mean by, like, they was bitching? Are they, like, saying be careful, like, you might go back, you're cutting it close, like, what are they saying?
Don't be, like, on some shit, like, basically don't do shit. They didn't want me to do no music at all until I was done, bro.
That's
like,
crazy.
No bullshit, like, just don't do no music at all. Like, yeah, all right.
And you still did your music in the meantime? 3 years?
Fact. That's a fact. Yeah, I did 3 years. Yeah, the whole shit. Some of my codees was lucky as shit. Getting off, halftime.
So, like, what's going through your mind as you're writing, like, new music? Are you thinking about, like, yo, I got the PO? Like, what? Like,
that is a fact. That's the main shit. Oh, my God. That is the main shit. That's
like,
funny.
I know you
like, damn, I got this track. But I can't release this shit. Oh, the God. Like, yeah, that played on dogs. That's a big shit,
crazy.
Man. No bullshit.
That's crazy. What about as far as, like, payments or community service? Or do they expect you to get a job? Like, what else do they up your butt, up your ass about, I guess?
So at first, when I first came home, they wanted me to do programming. Mm-hmm. So it was either, like, an anger management program, or then they had a culinary arts program. I'm like, obviously, I'm going to take that before fucking anger management shit. So I take that, and I sit there for, probably 2 days, bro. And I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not doing this shit, bro. Like, I got to get some bread, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, nigga? So I hit my PO. I'm like, yo, listen. First, y'all want me to do a program that I already just did in the joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I need to work. You know what I mean? Like, I need to get some bread. You know what I mean? Like, y'all expect, so the program was a culinary program, but you get paid, I think it was like $200 after the program's done. I'm like, what the fuck I look like, bro? So I told her, I'm like, yo, listen, I got to work. So she's like, all right, I'm going to talk to my supervisor. They end up telling me, like, you get a full-time job, we'll waive it. We'll waive the program and shit. Okay. But you have to get a full-time job. So that's what I did. I ended up getting a job. Man, fuck that program and shit, bro.
So once you get that full-time job, was you feel like your PO like kind of fell back a little, or were they still on you?
Fucks, no. they was popping up to the jobs and shit like that. Like, like certain in the beginning it was like probably like every other week. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Then later down the line where they started seeing that a nigga ain't fucking up, they started giving a little leisure, you know what I'm saying?
So what kind of job is this? Is that a restaurant they're popping up? Are you doing culinary? Like, what kind of job is this?
I was working at this time I was working at an auto part place.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know that shit's embarrassing shit, bro. Like,
that's what I'm asking.
I'm telling, I'm not going to my manager like, yo, bro, I know what I mean? Like, I gotta go see my PO outside type shit. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm like, yo, let me take this break. I'll tell her, like, yo, my break time, then come. Because it's like, bro, you're embarrassing the shit out of me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this shit mad embarrassing. You keep popping up to my fucking, like, to the point where I told him, nigga, when you pop up, meet me at the crib before going to work. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Pop up at my house before the work. You can't do that. I don't know what to say.
Got you.
Because this shit's embarrassing, bro. Yeah. On the gods, nigga.
I feel you, man. Eventually, what you got done with that a little early, the supervised release, or you had to do that one? You said your boys did though.
Yeah, a couple of my codees, they got off, nigga, 18 months. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, I tried to. I try to put the motion in. Them niggas deny me. Oh, okay. They felt like they gave me good enough shit. Right. That's exactly what they said on dogs. Like, yo, we already gave you, like, on dogs, like, the fuck.
Like you're ungrateful or something.
Yeah, like, on dogs. And I'm like, the fuck? Like, the fuck? I'm doing good, bro. Like, I'm working. I'm doing everything that I got to do. Yeah. There should be nothing.
What was it like when you finally got them off your back, though, after the 3 years? No violations, never had to go back or nothing?
Nah, bro. Man, I almost got violated over some music shit, bro. Crazy. Over some music shit, bro. On dogs, my nigga. I almost got violated. You know what I mean? But I know how to, you know what I mean?
Got you. So, I mean, what was that feeling like, though? It's like being free again after when you got off of that?
Yeah, bro. I was waiting for that day. No, I was like, every day I was waiting for that day. You know what I'm saying? Like on dogs. Not because I'm about to go back and do bad shit or shit that I'm not supposed to do. More just like, yo, bro, I'm not babysitting no more, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta report to somebody and tell them when I want to travel, where I'm going. Yeah. You gotta fill out sheets to even go to Providence, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the whole watching. Like, it's like what I feel like at work sometimes if you go to do something and then you got the boss watching right over you or whatever, of course you gotta be like a little bit nervous, it might stumble. So it's like even in life, if you got your PO down your back,
bro, exactly. In general, I don't like the feeling to be watched, bro. Like at all. It don't matter if it's my bitch, my niggas. It don't matter what. I hate to be watched, bro. Absolutely. Let me do me. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I'm a grown man. I know what's right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? If I go wrong, it's because I know it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like no bullshit.
So at what point do you now get back into the music where you want to start taking it serious again and start getting, start building that fan base back up, get back in the algorithm and start really putting out music? Because you've been working now. I've been seeing so.
Yeah. So during the process, I was still doing the music, like I said. I was still, doing shows, you know what I mean? I just had to report it to my PO all the time, you know what I mean? Send the flyers, but I'm on bullshit, bro. Even on probation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still releasing videos. I'm still in the studio all the time. I'm still doing these shows, you know what I'm saying? So I was still going hard with it during the process, you know what I mean? But I just, after I got off, it gave me, I mean, now I could travel, bro. Now I can go to fucking Cali. Now I can go over here and do shows. Now I could go to the A. I could go. Because before I got bad, bro, my nigga, I was traveling every month, basically, bro. You know what I'm saying? I went to SXWs. I went to A3Cs in Atlanta. I went to Ohio. I went to all different places to perform, bro. You know what I'm saying? So. Me, myself, you know what I'm saying? Playing on for myself, bro. That's why my craft, it was where it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, on dogs and...
Absolutely. I mean, talk about the importance of that, of being able to travel and not just being like, locally. I feel like there's only so big you could get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because, the city, bro. I'll be 1,000 with you. The city, to me, is like, I love my city. I'm not going to say I don't want dogs, but it's ignorant as shit, bro. Nobody wants to see you better than them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, even better than them, close to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, that shit corny to me. You know what I'm saying? That's very corny to me. So it's like, to get that love, you have to leave the city, bro. Yeah. Mandatory. You have to leave the city. I don't care what nobody tell you. You have to leave the city to get that love, bro. You think any artist that actually made it from Boston or from Massachusetts got it from their city?
Right.
Fucks no. Well, dog, because it's ignorant, bro. Nobody want to see you do better, but you know what I mean? But if you was to blow up and be like, yeah, I got you some now that, you know what I mean? Now they're your biggest fan.
Absolutely. And I feel like you always get like more love from the people that only know you through whatever your craft is. Like they only know you through music or through the podcast, like people that you grew up with. I don't know if it's like some secret hate or because I don't know, they feel like, I think it is because they know like, okay, we all on the same spot. That could have been me if I tried, though, bro, and I don't know if it's like a disdain like that.
Entitlement, bro. That's the fucked up thing with business and relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like even with the like for the features. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate to charge a nigga I know. You know what I'm saying? Because now I feel like he entitled for a feature that just free. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, if it was vice versa, bro, I wouldn't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how much bread you put behind you. I know how much work you put behind you, bro. My nigga, you give me a price, I'm gonna pay it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna sit here and double think about that. So when it comes to people that you don't know, there's no entitlement, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing but love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know you, and two, they know you from what they like of you.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like these niggas, they just feel like, nigga, we grew up all our life. I gotta go buy you a fucking rollie or something.
Right.
I mean, like, no, nigga, if I do that because it came on my heart to do it, bro.
For sure. And I feel like it's any business when it's like somebody want to start opening it up a bit. People want the discounts, right? I'm sure it's the same with the features and shows.
Man, listen, you already know how it go. You could be working at a fucking sneaker store. They, yo, what's up? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, nigga, I just started working here a week ago. You already actually know me. Right. But yeah, definitely go like that with the features too, bro. But I do, even so, like, even with the features, like, I mean, I work with people's budget, bro. I know what it is, you know what I mean? I know what it is to start coming up and, you know what I mean, not have it, bro.
I think a lot of times too, it's just the gesture of knowing that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I do this, like, the gesture of them paying you. Like you said, you know, everybody's budget's different, but if somebody's just willing to pay, I feel like that at least they're past that entitlement thing. You know what I mean? They don't want something for free or a handout.
But I'd rather work with a person like that, bro.
For
because we're seeing eye to eye now. We're seeing the business point of view. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my hustle, bro. I'm not in the streets gambling. I'm not, you know what I mean? I was like, bro, this is my hustle, bro.
Absolutely.
This is how I get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's like you either respect it or, man, we go all separate ways.
Right,
bro.
exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
And I take it a lot of that money too goes right back into it because you got to pay the videographer and all that stuff as well. Is that right?
So for me, most definitely, it's definitely a fact. You know what I mean? I always, everything I get paid, I put it right back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Bridges. You know what I'm saying? He's behind all my work, bro. My videos, my engineer, like, he's behind everything on Dogs. That's my brother, man, on Dogs, my nigga. And he, no bullshit, that nigga stood by my side through the whole wave, bro. Like, that's one nigga, even when I was locked up, you know what I mean? Like, he stood by my side, bro. Like, he believed in the nigga, bro, on Dogs when niggas didn't believe, you know what I mean? When I felt like nobody believed in me, bro, like, he believed in me, you feel me? And that's one thing I always tell that nigga, bro, on Dogs, I appreciate you for that, because I ain't had that growing up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's important, man. And he's a talented dude. I see he's like featured too. He raps and stuff too. So, but like, I will talk a little bit about the features. Like, why is that important in your opinion to have features with other artists?
Because it's different fan bases. You know what I mean? Especially those that already have a big platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, you entering a big platform. Once you do a feature, for an example, like you do an industry feature. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a different, now you working in a different path because it's not only those that already listen to your music, it's those that's learning about your music now. You know what I'm saying? Especially their fan base is big, so, you know what I mean? You just got to come hard.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You got to come hard because if not, they're not even going to pay you no mind. You know what I'm saying? They're just going to listen to the dude that they originally listened to.
Got you. And do you think it's important as well to do features in mass, but like outside of Boston with other artists that are not just Boston artists, like maybe those Worcester guys, or even like we talk about Lowell, Malden, and why is that important as well? Because I feel like those are different cities and different fan bases.
Yeah, because
as well.
that on Dogs, like I said, is definitely the fan base. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we trying to put the city on, like not the city. We trying to put the state on. You know what I'm saying? Like on Dogs, let's put the state on. You know what I mean? And I don't gotta feel like that entitlement is there, bro. Like on Dogs, like when you doing features with a dude from another state, y'all both seeing eye to eye, bro, off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Like vice versa. I charge you, you charge me. It don't matter how it go, but we know that this is business and we both chasing the same thing, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. You ever have like any bad experiences as far as like in the music game, maybe dealing with promoters or maybe an artist on a feature, or is that something you've had to deal with, and how would you deal with something like that?
I ain't really have issues, bro.
Okay, everything's been kind of...
Yeah, everything been smooth because I lay everything out in the beginning, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Communicate.
Like, yeah, like I tell niggas off the rip, even if it's my niggas, you know what I'm saying? I tell niggas off the rip, this is this and that's that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't got the budget now, hit me when you're ready. I'm not rushing you, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you ready, we work. I mean, on dog. So it's like no pressure. The moment that a person feels pressure, bro, that's where shit go wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's like communication's key, bro. As long as you upfront in the beginning, later down the line, there shouldn't be no issues.
Absolutely.
Now, if that comes, then we deal with it somewhere else, man. But
for sure. So talk about, I mean, it's your passion or something you love to do. Yeah. Talk about like what's been like the hardest part of it though, because not everything's smooth sailing. You know what I mean? What's been like some difficulties you've encountered? I'm
saying the difficulties is always gonna be either the support, bro, because you know what I'm saying. Like support plays a big role. Dog, you don't got support, it's just like sometimes it make you like, bro, I don't know. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's like with the music, bro, you gotta have the bread. You have to have the bread, bro. If you want to step in this music game, bro, you have to, bro. You gotta have the money for the videos. You gotta have the money for traveling. You gotta have the money for everything behind it. You know what I mean? Paying for the promotions. You know what I mean? All type of shit, bro. That shit come with a bag.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, either you're paying for the studio time or you're paying for the equipment to have your own studio, and that adds up, bro.
That's a fact. No bullshit. Yeah, without the bag, it's just like if you ain't got a bag, don't even step in the lane, bro. And that be the problem with a lot of dudes because they expecting just to grab a YouTube beat and just rap over it. Right. You know what I mean? And then keep doing that same shit. Bro, there's going to be a point of time where that shit's going to get pulled down, bro. Like, you're going to not buy a beat and they're going to flag your shit. And you just paid for the video. You just paid for the studio. Bro, I had it done to me. Yeah. I mean, years back.
You took a video down?
Yeah, bro. And from then, I learned. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's steps in this shit that you're going to learn, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was gravy, too. Let me just get a YouTube beat.
And I think YouTube might only be 2 copyright strikes before they shut your channel down. And imagine building up something just to have it.
So
oh, my God.
So now the good thing, the only, I'm not going to lie, the only thing now is if, for an example, let's say you didn't buy the beat, but the person's on some shit that made the beat, like, yo, fuck it. I'll let him keep the video up. But I need some of that
shared revenue,
exactly. You know what I mean? They didn't have that before, bro. Yeah. So nigga, once they flag your shit, that's it. They take down that video and that's it, bro. They ain't no more.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, bro, you better have that money, bro, because you gotta pay for them beats. Well, dog, you have to pay for them beats, bro.
Absolutely. So talk to me about what's your favorite part about doing the music? Is it hopping in the booth? Is it the shows in front of the live audience, writing?
Yeah, I think it's the shows, bro, for me. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's the shows for me, bro, just seeing how people react to my shit, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. And I be at that, niggas, and this goes for, you can ask any promoter that ever brought me to a show, bro. Bro, I turn the show something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like on dogs, bro. So that's why I really like, I be shitting sometimes like, yo, bro, I can't wait to be on that big stage. Bro. Cause I see what I do on these stages. I know what I'm gonna be able to do on this big stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, it's like seeing the shows, bro, on dogs. I love the shows, bro. But I love the whole process, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love shooting the video. I love when I go to the studio. But for me, the most is the shows, bro.
That's fire.
No bullshit. That's a lot of shows, man. Bro.
So, what can people expect if they see you at the show? Are you gonna be like, what's your set list? You got? Is it gonna be mostly drill? Is it gonna be that variety? Since you are, you know what I mean, very versatile.
In the beginning, it was definitely the drill. To this day, like I still have the moments. Like I said, it depends. To me, it depends the crowd. It depends the show.
That's
for
true.
an example, like. Nowadays, they starting to bring artists, a lot of artists, like, you know what I mean, Skrilla, people like that, Herbo, shit like. So if I know that it's G Herbo that I'm opening up for, you have to go with drill shit because
you know the crowd.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? So it's different, but I'm definitely gonna start pushing that new album, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to leave the drill shit alone and start pushing that new album when I perform. So
absolutely. Yeah. So What's next as far as shows? Do you have anything lined up? Is there something that people would, if they want to go see you?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I just had a show Sunday. Shout out my man, Talk of the Town. You know what I mean? At the Martini Shell shit in High Park. It's like a big
Okay,
ass
Gizzy
stand
Honcho.
with yeah, that's my dog on
Salute to
dogs.
him.
That's my man Gizzy. Shout out Gizzy. But I just did that Sunday, and I got a show on the 27th in Rhode Island.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? At Neor or some shit like that. But
Okay, that's what's
yeah,
up.
it's a
So,
club.
do you have flyers for it too already?
yeah, I got
All right.
flyers.
Yes.
Yeah, I got
okay,
a
so
flyer.
send me those and
Yeah, I got
I'll
you.
post them and stuff as well too. So,
Gotcha.
okay, so what's been what are you looking forward to now? You said your father as well, right? So I mean, talk about that. Like when did you have your son? This when you went away, right? Because I mean, do you have you have a son, a daughter?
Yeah, I got a son. I had my son when I got out the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, when I got not too long after I got out the hospital. Yeah, like probably a month or two before I caught that joint charge. Yeah.
So I mean, what's that been like as far as like the fatherhood journey, being
Man,
a
I
young
love
father?
it, I love it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's my golden child, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially how the doctors put it when I had the cancer. They was like on some shit like you ain't gonna be able to have kids type shit. You know what I mean? So that's like a golden child to me, bro. Like
Wow.
dogs, my nigga. And I feel like that's all bullshit, anyways, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, like. You could say one thing and it be the other. Like I didn't see my cousin had cancer while having a baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's whatever God wants, bro.
Okay.
Bullshit. But yeah, you know me and my son, he's 10 years old now, bro. Oh, dog, that's my little prince, bro.
That's fire. So I mean, what kind of conversations would you have with him if you see like, you know, gets to that age, that teenage age, and you see like maybe he's attracted to not attracted, but like, you know, he wants to hang out with this crowd as opposed, you know what I mean?
Yo,
you know what I'm talking about.
with you though, bro, I don't take my son for that, bro. Like, he's not into that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and I love that, bro.
Yeah.
I love that, bro.
Hell yeah.
Like, I really love that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even with my little brother, like, when my little brother was younger, he was gonna, like, I seen him trying to corrected it. It's not happening. To this day, my little brother's straight, bro. On dogs, he's 18. He get money. He do what he got to do as a man. Like I see him more of a man than grown men. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. So I feel like my son's gonna be on the same path. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what's up.
Just success, bro. On dogs, with God's willing, you never know.
Absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, we never know. So
that's a fact.
So I guess let me get your like thoughts on the hip hop scene out here locally, you know, whatever you want to call it, the Boston, the Mass, the New England. I would like to even call it New England because I think, you know, we kind of all need, you know, to get together. Like, what are your thoughts on it? What are you looking forward to as far as that goes, man, with the scene out here, bro?
I'm saying the scene in general, like I said, bro, it's like, I be feeling like it's entitlement, bro. Like, it's messed up, bro, because instead of us coming all together and working, I mean, and I'm not talking about like even street wise, just like music wise, you know what I'm saying? Like you do your part over here, I do my part. We don't gotta be next to each other to play our parts, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's not unified, bro, at all. And I feel like with that not being unified, it's gonna be hard for somebody to come out of Boston, bro, to make it out of Boston, because at the end of the day, you need the support, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like your city matters, bro. As much as niggas don't feel like it don't, I feel like it do. You know what I'm saying? Like you would love to come back to your city when you do make it, and niggas is like, yo, bro, that nigga's from here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like dogs, bro. You know how much of a good feeling it is for me, bro, to walk in restaurants, bro, and like niggas looking at me like I'm already, you know what I mean? Like or walking into sneaker stores and, you know what I mean? And niggas like, yo, bro, you this, like on dogs, or me being in my block, bro, shooting a video, somebody passing, like, yo, that's Almighty King Pun, you know what I mean? Like that's just a great feeling, bro, you know what I mean? So imagine when you actually make it, you know what I mean? So it's like niggas gotta unify themselves, bro. On dog, we gotta get unified if we want to go somewhere, bro.
Okay. So yeah, talk about the name, right? Pun is like Big Pun. Were you a big fan of him growing up? Like, is that a homage? Paying homage?
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's one of my favorite rappers, bro. Always.
Rest in peace.
Bro. Yeah, hell yeah. Rest in peace.
Absolutely.
Although I be talking to his son, Chris Rivers. You know, me and him got.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, so.
That's what's up. Yeah. So
that came up. That was more like my man's though. Like my man's gave me that name. One of my big brothers. You know what I mean? Like he gave me that name. You know what I mean? Like. He used to always be like, you know what I mean? He used to always sing the song to me like, Boricua, you know what I mean? On dogs. So he really gave me the name on dogs, and I just went with that, on dogs.
Absolutely. So what's the main message that you would like someone to get from hearing your story? You know, you got a great story of perseverance, you know what I mean? So what's the main message you want someone to get out of it, man?
Believe in yourself, bro. Believe in yourself, even when nobody believe in yourself, bro. That shit was hard for me, bro. Like, I mean, just the process in general, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe in yourself, nobody will, bro. On dogs, you can only bring yourself to that water, bro. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they got the saying, you can bring the horse to the water, but you know what I mean? You can't make him drink. You that horse to drink that water. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. It's just the process, bro. You know what I mean? You believe in yourself, you're gonna make it far, and that go for anything. It don't even got to do with the music. Anything you put your mind to. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? As long as you grind and you keep going, that's what it is. Absolutely,
bro. So, I mean, we have a lot of podcasts, right? You got like music podcasts, but I feel like I do something like a little different. Like I get people's like life story. We talked about the music, but it ain't just like talking about music. So I guess talk to me why you think it's important to tell the story behind the artist. Tell the your life story. Why is that important?
Because that's them, bro. That's where you see who they really are. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what it is, bro. Like a person can sit behind that mic and say anything, bro. Anything. You know what I'm saying? Then you check their background and they be like, yo, bro, this dude's a bozo. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not even, know what I mean? So I feel like the background plays it plays every part, especially when it comes to what you're rapping about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go behind that mic, bro, and talk about fucking Ferraris and Lambos and big jewelry and... Bro, because I'm not living that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I spit what I go through, bro. I spit me going through the cancer. I spit me going to jail. I spit what I've been through in these streets as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I was gangbanging early, bro. Like, most of these kids are jumping off the porch now at 18 years old, bro. Yeah. What's the point of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was 11 years old around my niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a big difference. So it's like my character is authentic, bro. Like, I know what I mean? Like, this shit ain't no play. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, I don't glorify it. I don't expect no kid to live this life, bro, on dogs. But it is what it is, man.
So, what would you like to say, or what message would you give for, you know, the youth out there that may be suffering with these possible terminal illnesses like a cancer or whatever it may be, man? Like, I'm sure that it's got to be a tough thing for someone so young. So, like, what message would you have for them?
Man, listen, bro. Like I said, just keep grinding, bro. Like, nigga, just take day by day, you know what I'm saying? That's all you really can do, bro. Be powerful, you know what I'm saying? Like, believe in yourself that you are gonna make it, that you are gonna get through that. That's one of the things that I actually wanna, you know what I mean, that I got planned is to go to different hospitals and, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that, you know what I mean? So that's definitely gonna be in the, I mean, for the future, but absolutely, I got that already in mind to do, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So, I mean, you've been out of prison for a little bit now. It's been successful with that. You know, you didn't go back. You completed your supervised release. So I guess, what advice would you give to somebody that just got out and they have, you know, supervised release? Same idea, someone just got out of the feds. What advice would you give to them?
Man, don't fuck up. For real. Don't, like, if you like your freedom, nigga, act like you like your freedom, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I said, bro, there's only two things you can do, is right or wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you know what's wrong, don't do what's wrong, bro. If you don't want to be in jail, don't go back to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is, bro. It's just realistic stuff, bro, you know?
Absolutely. So, yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you coming through, man. It's been great chopping it up. I don't know if you had any last words for the audience that you wanted to say. Or like, I don't know if you had something you wanted to spit or anything like that.
Just, you know, everybody go check me out on all platforms, man. Almighty King Pun, YouTube, everything, Spotify, Apple Music, you know what I mean? Check me out. I'm on everything, IG, Almighty King Pun, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's just what
absolutely,
it is,
bro. And I appreciate you for coming through. And I'm gonna link all those too. So guys, remember,
definitely
B. Luke, Almighty King Pun.
Shout out B. Luke.
The Bounce Back Podcast. Remember, it is what it is. What's next is what you make it. And on that note, we out of here. Peace.
Bounce back, you got a moment when they see you down.